Hello. Hey besties, how are you guys doing? Come on in the room. Come on in. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer already commented earlier. You are my favorite also. Hey, you guys, come in the room. As you guys are coming in, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I love to know. Hi, Blessed Budgets by Abigail. Welcome back. Hi, friends. Hey, Katie. Thank you for coming on. You guys let me know where you guys are coming on from as you are coming in the room. Today has been a pretty productive day for me. I've had so many things to catch up on and more. Hey, Cheryl from NYC, New York City. Welcome on. Yes, Abigail in Maryland. Hi, Lizzie girl. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Denise in the ATL. Hi. Thank you, Abigail. Yes, my birthday was pretty good. The place that I went to go eat at, unfortunately, was not good, but it was okay. It was good. We were trying out this new place here in LA, and the only thing that was nice was the aesthetics. I hate that. I really do hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. South Carolina's in the building. Hello, hello. Houston, Texas, Georgia, South Carolina again. Welcome, you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying your book, Atomic Habits, and I hope that it has definitely been helpful for you guys and life changing. I'm excited about the conversation tonight. So people are still coming in. It's like 5:03. We'll still give people some time. So how was your guys' day today? It is Wednesday. Tennessee. Hey, Angela. My mom lives in Tennessee. She moved out there and love it. A&E Budgets. Hello. Welcome on. Welcome on. Hello. Hello. Massachusetts. Hello. Welcome on. Tanya. Hello. Hello. Hey, you guys, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It is the middle of the week. We don't have that much more of the book to go. I think we have only like two more weeks after this week. And then we would have read the entire book. Oh, I never seen James Clear. He's in the back of the book. All right, you guys. Are you guys all in? All right, we can get started. So, welcome to today's book club, Bestie Book Club. That's what I don't know if I called it that before, but that's what it's going to be called now, Bestie Book Club. And we are going to be talking about the I think we're in the third law. So I put in the community board the questions that we're going to be discussing, and I'm going to try to make sure that I do that every single week so that you guys are pretty much already prepared with the questions that we're going to be discussing. And yes, so if you guys don't have your book out, please grab your book, Atomic Habits. This is what we are reading. And we're going to be discussing the third law. Make it easy. This was really, really good. Really, really good. Hello, Sweet Sue's Kitchen. I am doing well. I'm a little, I've been busy all day, but I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining this live. All right. So, just like we do every single week, because I want to know pretty much how fluid the conversation is going to be or how I may need to switch it up. So, a one, if you did read the third law, make it easy. And a two, if you did not read. So, if you guys can put it in the chat, a one, if you did read, and a two, if you did not read. Please put it in the chat so I know how in depth I need to be in regards to the information. So if you guys can fill up the chat. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. A 1 if you did read, and a 2 if you did not read. All right, Denise, whoop whoop. All right, Sweet Sue's Kitchen, Cheryl, you guys didn't get a chance to read. Okay, no problem at all. All right, 1. So we're half and half right now, half and half. 2 new subscriber, first live. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Welcome to the community. I really hope that you enjoy. I plan to have a lot of fun and amazing things for us plans throughout the year, the rest of the year. Now that your girl got time, okay? But this first thing we're doing is having reading the Atomic Habits for our first book club ever. Well, not ever. It's been years since I've had one, but I've never hosted one on YouTube. And yeah, we got some exciting things coming. So we're some people have read and some people haven't read. So what I'll do, we're gonna start with chapter 11. And I'm going to ask this question. So, even if you haven't read the book, you should be able to answer this question. But chapter 11 pretty much talked about walking slowly and never backwards. Sometimes I think when we try to um, create a new habit, we just go full on. And what I think in my mind, sometimes it makes us tired because we're going full on at this new habit and we think we'll be able to continue the same momentum. And that's just like when it comes to budgeting and saving money. We think like, oh, if I just go full on and start budgeting the first week, I should be able to continue to budget the second, third, and fourth week. And we know that that's why a lot of the times we fall off, because there are certain things that we don't put in place in order for us to continue budgeting or even saving money, and especially paying off debt. That one's a little bit more difficult. So I do want to tailor the conversation mostly around productivity, because productivity has a lot to do with managing your money, and then also budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. So for chapter 11, it talks about to build a habit, you need to practice it, right? So with that being said, what habit have you done or would like to start doing with repetition so that you can actually make a change? And if you guys could answer that question, and it can be in regards to budgeting, saving money, paying off debt. Like, what are some of the habits that you need to start doing or practicing, I'll say, that you think is going to help? So I want you guys to put that in the chat. Hi, Kathy from Alabama. Welcome on. I will say, for me, when I first started budgeting, one of the things that I needed to practice was actually budgeting. And I needed to create a system on budgeting. I couldn't just pick up the budgeting book and just start budgeting, whenever. I had to create a day that I would create the budget. And that day for me was Wednesday. At the time, it was Wednesday because I was able to see my paycheck in my intranet at work. So I would budget every other Wednesday. And it was very important that I completed my budget before my money hit my account. And as I began to practice that, budgeting every other Wednesday, and I practice it and I practice it, it is now a habit that I have. Awesome. Let's see. Maria, hi. I'm listening in tonight. Been feeling under the weather. Oh, I hope you feel better. I know we're going from the summer to the fall, so that can definitely, I know there's been a lot of people who have been sick lately. Yes, absolutely. So Denise says, using a Where's My Money weekly spending day tracker daily, highlight MU no spends. My no spends. Using a can you clarify that? Using a Where's My Money? Oh, that's a spending tracker. Oh, got it. I got it. Don't worry, I got it. So yeah, so how do you That also is a good, Denise, you bring up a good habit. So tracking your expenses is not, I will even say for me, it's not the easiest habit to have. Um, and I, when we get further into some of these questions, we'll talk about how you can make that easy for you to make sure that you are tracking your spending daily. So, Angela, you say you need to practice budgeting. Now, do you need to practice actually completing the budget or just how to even put a budget together? Because I know in the beginning, I also struggled with how to just even put a budget together. It was not the easiest thing and I was confused every time. But of course, I had to keep practicing in order to find that out. Budget before the check. Yes, I budget before I get paid. And if I'm unable to see my paycheck, even if I get paid before I'm able to budget, excuse me, I do not spend my money until I have created the budget. Yes, paper tracker. How to put it together. Yeah, so that is important. I know I have like tons of videos, Angela, on how I complete my budget, but the way that I do it in the order that I do it has helped me. And so the very first thing that I do is give my tithes and offering. And then I have my mortgage that goes to a totally different account. It's not even included in the other bill money because I just don't even want to commingle that money. And the very first thing that I budget is my bills. These are the things that I have to pay. So groceries does not go before my light bill. It doesn't go before any utility or any other bill that I have. So I budget that first. And then next, with the money that's left, then I budget my expenses, which is the variable expenses, but the things that you need to do, like transportation and food, that goes next because that can fluctuate, right? I can say I don't have much money, so maybe I'll spend $100 for groceries as opposed to the 150 that I normally would spend, and then I would purchase my groceries or my food accordingly, right? So after that, then you go to savings, or for me, it's savings, then sinking funds, and then debt. That's kind of like how I do it. Some people will save first before they pay bills and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll get into all that. And Angela, we are going to be having a budget workshop. I did get a lot of people on my last video. If you guys haven't watched any of the other videos, I encourage you guys to check them out. But I said, I think it would be good for us to have like an actual budget live, just talking about budgets and talking about how to do some of the basics of budgeting 101. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, Sweet Sue. I need to practice on how to put it together, a budget for monthly income. Oh, that's really good. I have had people who asked me about monthly income because I know that that is tough. So we'll be talking about that as well. You kind of would almost need to be a month ahead, which would help. But if you're not a month ahead yet, then we'll we're gonna be going over that too. So a principal worksheet for budgeting. I haven't created one yet for myself. I did purchase my budgeting. I purchased a digital budget book from the Budget Mom, and I've been printing it over the last couple of years. But prayerfully, I will have my own budget sheets before the end of the year. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Absolutely. Hi, Janice. Hello, hello. All right, you guys. So, what habits, when it comes to saving money, what habit do you have to save money? For me, saving money, the habit that I have is my savings, savings challenges. I have a habit of saving money in my savings challenges. So that's the first question it is that we're talking about. What habit do you need to practice, right? What habit do you need to practice when it comes to saving money? And then another thing that they talked about in the book was how long does it actually take to form a habit? I was really excited to read this chapter or this part of the chapter because people will tell you, oh, it takes 3 weeks to form a new habit, or it takes 30 days to form, or I guess maybe to get used to a new habit. However, the book is absolutely correct. So it says repeating a habit leads to clear physical changes in the brain, but it's not like a certain time, like 3 weeks or 30 days. It actually takes as long as you need it to take. Um, One of the paragraphs here says to build a habit, you need to practice it. And the most effective way to make practice happen is to adhere to the third law of behavior change, which is makes it easy, which we'll get into a little bit further. But it takes as long as it needs for you individually to make a change. So there's no magic number. It's not, 21 days, 3 weeks, 30 days. It is however long it takes for you specifically to make that change. And how invested are you into creating a healthier habit in order to make that change? Yeah. Exactly. Being repetitive. So the book that we are reading, Kathy, is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is the one we are reading right now. Yeah, you have to be repetitive. You have to continue doing the same thing, especially if it's working. Now, if you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're not getting any good results, then, that is insanity. So, if it's working, you want to do the same thing. So, I know for me, completing my budget and in the order that I do it has worked. So, I do the same thing every 2 weeks. I just do it the same way. I don't try to do anything fancy, because as soon as I try to switch it up with something fancy, it doesn't work. It just doesn't even work. Hey, Callie, you are watching on your break. Oh, okay. Have a blessed night, and I hope you have a good, blessed rest of your day at work. Thank you for spending your break with us for sure. All right. So that is pretty much what they talked about for in chapter 11. Is just walking slowly. Do that habit every single day. Be repetitive. I know that we're talking about budgeting, but one of the things that I've been working on is being on time, if you guys have been here. And so, what I have been doing is making sure that I am using all of the tools that are available to me. So, my navigation app, I'm using Plan a Drive, and it lets me know when I need to leave my house. Because for the most part, I live far from the city. So I have to plan my drive, and that has helped me tremendously. And I am practicing doing that every single time. I'm not perfect at it. I'm still practicing putting my clothes out at night and knowing what I'm going to wear on the next day so that I'm on time. But there has been times where um I really wanted to be on time, so I didn't like do my makeup, or I didn't make my coffee, which I would normally do, because I was really focused on being on time. The internal reward for doing it should motivate the daily habit. Absolutely. 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 And that's where you talk about, Denise, where I would just say, okay, I want to be on time, so no makeup today. Or I want to be on time, so no coffee. I want to be on time. I'm just not going to be as fancy in my outfit because I didn't do the work before, but I really wanted to be on time. So that's what I did. So let's go now to chapter 12. So, how can you prime your environment for future use? This was really good. This is actually a game changer. Okay. So, chapter 12 talked about the law of the least effort, right? So sometimes if we have to do a whole lot in order to make this change, it's probably not going to happen. And I think that's the reason why, or and patience as well. But how can you make your environment, how can you prime it? Meaning, how can you set it up? How can you make it, what it needs to be in order for your future use? So, one of the paragraphs, I'm going to read it. It says, in a sense, every habit is just an obstacle to getting what you really want. Dieting is an obstacle to getting fit. Meditation is an obstacle to feeling calm. Journaling is an obstacle to thinking clearly. You don't actually want the habit itself. You really want the outcome, right? So you don't want the habit of saving $1,000. You just want $1,000, right? You don't want the habit of paying off debt a little bit at a time to become debt free. You just want to be debt free. That's why for me, I have changed my thoughts. And for me, I fall in love with making debt payments. I have stopped falling in love with the actual result because I will probably stop, to be honest with you. Um, and it's so crazy because I have read a comment. Somebody left me a comment and she said, "Oh, I think I saw that you had got out of debt once before and now you're in debt again. So are you just trying to," what did she say? She said, "Are you just trying to get views so you put yourself in debt again in order to get views on your videos?" And I was like, "What? No, absolutely not. Like, no, this is my real money we talking about, not no views." Um, so, but in saying that, because I have fallen in love with the process so much, I was like, I wonder if I'm starting to like paying off debt, which is crazy because I really don't like it, right? I do want to do what I want to do with my money, and it's not giving it over to people that I owe. But I have adopted that so much to where it really doesn't even bother me to make monthly debt payments. Um, because I just fall in love with the process. It doesn't bother me to put money in my savings challenges every 2 weeks because I have fallen in love with the act. I've fallen in love with the habit and not necessarily the result. Once I get to the result and I look, that's why if you guys have ever watched any of my videos, like when I'm doing my updates, that's why I'm always super surprised because I'm never looking at the end of the thing. I'm always just looking at the little bit that I'm doing every single month. And then when I get to the end, I'm like, what? I what? I paid off how much money? Because I really don't look at the end anymore because it was stressful. It would give me anxiety. Like when I first did that first video and I was like $33,000, like there's no way I cannot pay off $33,000. Like I can't do it. But I said, I have to stop looking at the end of it and just focus on 1 month at a time and what you're able to do and let it add up. So, yes, I'm trying to tell y'all it works. Yes, big girl goals. I'm so excited that you did not miss the live as well. Let's see. Uh, when you pay that bit, do you pay it 2 times? Sharon, can you clarify your question for me so I can answer it? Sweet Sue, that's a biblical principle as well, at least for me. Yes, it is. I think well, I don't know what I said, but oh, I don't know if you said give your tithes first. That's definitely biblical for sure. And that's the reason why I do it in that order. Carolyn, I don't like having debt, but I do like seeing those balances go down. Yes, I love to see the balances decreasing for sure. That's the reason why I love my debt workbook, because I'm just able to just make those monthly improvements. I have my bottled water on a nearby shelf where I sit to ensure I drink more water. That's good. That is good. That is good. I think I need to try something else because I had did that and it's not working. Reminding me to drink something right now. I think I need to put it somewhere else because it just don't work. I need to try something else. When you pay the budget, I'm sorry, do you pay it 2 times? So when you say pay the budget, or I don't know if you mean create the budget. So if you mean create the budget, I create my budget, yes, 2 times a month, or how many ever paychecks I get. So if I get 2 paychecks, I budget twice because I'm a paycheck to paycheck budgeter. If I get 3 paychecks, I budget 3 times within the month. Okay, I think, let me see. Sorry, when I type on my computer, sometimes the words go wrong. But when do you pay your debt? Okay, do you pay it with a big percentage like this? Okay, thank you, Sharon. I'm sorry. Okay, yes. So for me, what I do is throughout the month, I pay my minimum, whatever minimum is due. I pay it even on whatever debt I'm going to be paying off. So all the minimums get paid. And then at the end of the month, anywhere between the 25th and the 30th or last day of the month, I pay whatever my debt snowball payment is. So, for example, my debt snowball, which I do have to calculate it because I didn't even calculate it. But before I paid off the last debt, my debt snowball, I think it was it five? I have to look in my book, but I think it was like, let's just say my debt snowball was $500. So then I have already paid the minimum, and then I take that $500 that I have saved or made from side hustles throughout the month, and then I pay that on the debt that is up next to be paid off, and I make a lump sum additional payment on that debt. So that's how I do that. Budget like your credit card in the bank. Yeah, so that's pretty much how I pay my debt. I pay the debt on the last day of the month, which is my additional debt, which is my snowball debt. As far as like my regular bills, I just pay those out of like my bill account. Yeah, and I just do the same thing um every month, and it has worked. So uh keep the questions coming, you guys. But yeah, I think we're on chapter 12. Yeah, how can you prime your environment? How can you prime your environment? So how do you guys have your budgeting? Let's talk about that. So if you guys can let me know, do you have a certain place where you budget? Where's your budget book? Where's your calculator? Where's your pen? Where do you have it sitting out at? How do you have it? How do you have your environment primed for budgeting? It's almost like prayer and praying. How do you prime your area to pray? Do you have a certain room that you pray in? Do you have a certain area that you're only praying in every single day? Like, how do you prime your environment to budget? Let's see. I bought this beautiful clear water bottle by, I think that's Contigo or Conti. I can't say that word. Fill it with filtered water, then I can see how much I'm drinking. A small thing could be to buy beautiful water. Yeah, I do. I have it. I don't even know where it is anymore. That's real. I don't even know where it is. I mean, it's really big. I'm surprised you haven't seen me drink out of it. It's like so big, but I'm gonna start. You're motivating me, Denise, to start. I'm gonna start today. I'm not even gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna start today. I'm gonna go find it as soon as this live is over, and I am going to start drinking water. I'm not going to be able to drink a gallon tonight, but I'm going to try and drink as much as I possibly can today. And I'm going to post a picture on my stories and Instagram to keep me accountable. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, or I might post it in the shorts as well. So you guys can hold me accountable for drinking this water. and a notebook next to my bed on the nightstand. That's good, Renee. That's a good spot for it. Do you pay your credit card debit first before your rent? Which one is more important to pay? Oh, I do not have any credit card debt like that, but before I pay my mortgage first. I pay my mortgage before a credit card. Yes, for sure. But also my um see, so here's the thing. When it comes to, because sometimes, we have to make the decision if we want to pay a bill or pay our rent or a mortgage first. And what that basically means is that you are living way, like you're living above your means, like you have more bills than you have money coming in for the most part, or you're spending your money on everything else before your rent. You should always, in my opinion, I'm not going to say what you should do. I'm going to say for me, I will always pay my four walls before I pay any other bill. However, I also know by completing my complete budget that I have enough money for everything. So if I ever create the budget and I'm ever negative and I don't have any money to pull from, meaning a savings or emergency account or any money from anywhere else, then I'll probably make an adjustment to my variable expenses, which is the food, the household items that I might buy, or the toiletries, or my transportation. I'll probably make a little bit of an adjustment to that so that I can pay my credit card, because credit card is important because it can mess up your credit if you don't pay your credit card bill. So I would really, if your bills are more than your income, I would focus on decreasing bills, and then I will focus on increasing income. But to answer your question, I'm going to pay my mortgage first before I pay a credit card for sure. I have a budget book I keep my bills in, and then I have a custom monthly planner that I budget in. Awesome. That's awesome. So, where do you keep your budget book with your bills in it? That's important because you can have it, but is it tucked away? Is it in a place that's easy, right? Achieving more with less effort. So, where do you keep that book? I ensure that I remain my debt free. I have a no debt fund. That's good. I love that. I might have to do that myself. Oh, you can ask as many questions as you need to. Please, please, please keep them coming. And my last question is, would you take your tax money and pay your credit card? Absolutely. I would take my tax money and pay off any debt. That is the best way to get ahead, is to pay off debt. And let's just say you're done with paying off debt. If you also have a large amount, I would put that towards an emergency savings if it's not already to, the balance of what you would want it to be. But yes, for sure. That's a great question, Sharon. Janice, I just sit at my desk on payday and start some right? Listen, okay? That is exactly all you hear is coins, 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 coins. Yes. And start subtracting, honey. Child, look, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to pay this bill. I have everything in my desk. My problem is that I have too many books. I am trying to prioritize my organizations to get skills. Pray for me. I understand. I understand. So I have everything in one book, which is the reason why I really love my budget planner, because I think that's what you're talking about. They have this thing, the budgeting, the not the budgeting community, the planning community. What I think that's what they're called. Like they really like planners and stuff. There's this term called Franken. Help me out, you guys. It's called Franken something. where they put everything in one budget book and they combine like multiple budget books in one. There's this creator, her name is Organized Elena. I'm sure that you guys have heard of her before. If you have not, please check her out. She is amazing when it comes to organizing like budget books and all that good stuff. I'm gonna put her name in the chat. So she's here on I think this is how you spell her name. She's here on YouTube and she's also on Instagram as well, but she's amazing. Like she's helped me to like organize everything. So if you don't know of her, I really encourage you to check her out. For me, I bet you within my planner, because I have a planner that has a budgeting page within it. Yes. Yep, that definitely does help. My budget book is always with me in my book bag. I look at it daily. I put it on my desk when I get to work. Yes, Denise, I used to do the same thing when I would work in the office. Oh my goodness, I carry my budget book with me everywhere. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was crazy, and I would have it on my desk. I would open it. I would look at it. I was really like obsessing over my budget. I really liked the way my budget book looked. It was pretty to me. And yes, I'm the same. I am with you for sure. I have a notebook for budgeting that I keep on my desk in the second bedroom. Yes. Yes. So helpful. That part. Hi, Bestie from the Philippines. Hello, Jasnina. Welcome on. I think it's Nia. I don't know how to spell, y'all. I can't spell. I think it's Nina or Nia. Nina. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hi. How are you? Welcome. My family room on the sectional is my place of honor for budgeting, although I have a desk in my family room. Awesome. Yeah, on my desk right here, my little art desk that's not even really a desk is where I keep my budget book. And I have to keep it on top of it. The bills are on my desk, but the planner stays on the nightstand. Awesome. That's good. Awesome. Awesome. Hi, Shonda. Yes, it has been a minute. Welcome. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Franken Planner. That's what it's called. Yes, Franken Planner. So they put everything in this planner, like their daily schedule, their bill, their budget, their prayer journals, what else? Just their kids' calendars. Like they put everything in it, and it's not even bulky. So I definitely encourage that you check it out. Yes, Frankenplan. When I first got into on YouTube, right? And I would look at I had asked her, what is that? That sounds like a weird word. What is that? And then they told me what it was. I was like, oh. Yes. I have a budget book that is my planner. So whenever I open my planner, I turn the page. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You're welcome. Budgeting at work, getting weird. They look at you weird. They probably don't look at you weird. They probably be like, I need to do that. They probably are admiring you. Oh, I did pronounce it right. Okay, good. Welcome on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's basically a DIY customer planner. Yes, pretty much. It is a DIY custom planner for sure. So that was good discussion. So if you guys don't have anywhere where you place your planner or your budget book, make sure you place it in a place. We talked about priming the environment to reduce the friction in your life so that you can actually start budgeting. Whenever you organize a space for its intended purpose, you are priming it to make the next action easy. So you want a budget, put your budget book on your wherever it is that you find budgeting best. And that's even if you want to budget in the kitchen while you're drinking your coffee and you have an island and you want to budget there. Even if you don't want to keep your budget book there, every single day, of course, right? Then put it there the night before you need to budget, right? All right, so that's good. So now we're moving to chapter 13. So what is your 2-minute rule as it relates to saving money and or paying off debt? What is easy, moderate, or hard about it? So let me talk to you guys about what the 2-minute rule is in case you don't know. So, when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. You'll find that nearly any habit can be scaled down into a 2-minute version. So, with that being said, sometimes because a thing may take long, right? So here it has a little chart. Let me read this paragraph. I think this paragraph helps too. The idea is to make your habits as easy as possible to start. Anyone can meditate for 1 minute, read one page, or put one item of clothing away. And as we have just discussed, this is a powerful strategy because once you started doing the right thing, it's much easier to continue doing it. A new habit should not feel like a challenge. The actions that follow can be challenging, but the first 2 minutes should be easy. What you want is a gateway habit that naturally leads you down a more productive path. So when it comes to budgeting, saving money, paying off debt, completing your debt tracker, right? What is the 2-minute rule for you guys? What is your 2-minute rule? I think I'm missing some. Let me see. I told them I want to retire in 10 years. They keep dreaming. They some haters. They hate Renee. Girl, you're gonna retire in 10 minutes. We're gonna speak that into existence. I mean, not 10 minutes, in 10 years. You are going to retire. Yes. Tell them they're gonna be laughing. They're gonna be mad when they see you retiring and they still working over 60 and 70. I enjoy budgeting so much that I use up to 3 budget planners at a time. Yes. You have fallen in love with the process of great money habits. I put my budget planner in my purse and go out with it. I take it everywhere I want to go. That's good, Sharon. I love it. And some people will have it on their phone. They don't want to travel with their book. So they'll have a digital budget and then they also have a physical budget, which is all still good. Because then you're able to have that budget with you on the go. So that's also an option as well. So how do you budget unexpected income? Unexpected income. So because I budget before I get my money, it's pretty easy. I just add that to my income. Now if you're saying how do I budget unexpected? Well, let me stop because I need to make sure I'm answering this question correct. Unexpected income for me, because I pretty much know how much money I'm gonna get and when I'm gonna get it. But let's just say I get a check in the mail. The Lord blesses me. I get a check in the mail from some child support that I was supposed to get 15 years ago, and I just get a check in the mail. Like we here. And once receive the check, I'll create a total another budget. I'll look at what it is that I need. I know I've already created my paycheck budget. I probably have already created my side hustle budget. So looking at everything, what do I want to do with this money? Do I want to allocate it all to savings? So I'll create a budget for that and all of it will go to savings. Or do I want to pay maybe on some debt? So then that will be included in my probably not just another budget page. I wouldn't add it to the budget that I've already created. I'll just create a total separate budget for it. I'll put the income as, let's just say the check was $500. $500. If I'm not paying any bills with it, I won't put anything for bills. But let's say if I'm taking 400 of it and I'm going to pay off debt, I'll put 400 in the debt area. And then I'll take the $100 and let's say I'm going to put it in savings. I'll put the 100 in savings and then I zero out the budget. So for unexpected income like that, I will still create a budget, but I'm looking at my overall financial situation to see where can that unexpected money work for me the best. Will it be best in savings? Will it be best in paying off debt? Will it be best paying my bills ahead of time? Will it be best in my emergency fund account? So I just look at it in that way. So I hope that answered your question. You work at the post. Oh, it seems like retirement is 40 years. My aunt worked at the post office. I don't know how long they worked, but they have a pretty good retirement. They just be traveling and doing whatever they want to do. I'm like, I need to be like y'all. Okay. Hi, Lotus Flower. I am so grateful that you found the channel as well. Yay. What are some good side hustle ideas? So, good side hustle ideas, in my opinion, I will always say if you can do something that you absolutely love, and that is if you are offering a service, if you are it could be even, let's just say you absolutely love working overtime. If you love working overtime, or you can provide like a product, excuse me guys, or you can provide a product that you want to create. So definitely selling your own product. If you want to do YouTube is always great. The only thing with YouTube is it does take a while to get monetized, but once you are monetized, it's amazing. But that's only if you would love creating that type of content. Let me see what else. I do have a list of side hustles, but I know people who have driven for Uber. I know people who what else? They do photography because I've hired some people to do photography for me, party planners. I have a friend who has a side hustle. She caters parties. So she does that. I have another friend who does nails on the side. That's her side hustle. Um, who else has a side hustle in my group? I have another friend who does TikTok shop. You guys probably know her. She's been in the community a few times. Crystal Williams. She's here on YouTube. She actually just put out a video about that. She does TikTok shop, killing it, making 5 figures, making tons of money on it. It's a lot of work, but it is definitely very lucrative. So you guys can follow her too. Let me put her in the put her channel name. She has made a lot of money doing TikTok shop. So if you guys are interested in that, check her out. But Lotus Flower, tell me, what do you like to do? I think I should have led with that. What do you like to do? If it takes longer than 2 minutes to decide, walk away and come back to yes. I agree. That happened to me today because I was just working. Y'all, I got this to-do list right here that I got all this stuff to do. And I got to a point where I was like, I gotta stop and I need to get up and change my environment for a second and then come back so that I can continue to be productive. But you are definitely right. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left. So I use Canva. Oh, yes, Canva is amazing. They do have some budget sheets on there. Have a debt priority list or a savings goal list. Yes. Yep. As I am debt free, I prioritize what savings sinking funds go to complete first. I agree with you. I am so sorry to say, but I need to work on saving a percentage of money. So I need to work on a saving rule for myself. Yeah. So if you can do whatever it is that you want to do, Sharon, 5%, 10%, 15%, whatever it is. Yes, definitely. So I do YouTube and also my pop-up shop on the side. Yes. So definitely, what do you sell on your pop-up shop? And everybody go follow Sweet Sue's Kitchen. I'm assuming that you have a cooking channel. I'm just assuming by your name. Um, let us know. Janice says it really took a minute to get used to budgeting. So I think my 2 minute thing is to walk away before I purchase to see if I really want it. It gives me time to think about it. I agree. And also, what has helped me, to be honest, is if it's something that I want, creating a sinking fund for it. And then when it's time to purchase it, sometimes you don't even be like, oh, I got the money, I'm about to purchase it. Sometimes it's hard for you to even spend the money on that thing. Like, that is so, I was almost thinking, I was like, is this trauma? Because I specifically saved the money for this thing. But now that I have the money, I don't even want to buy it because I'm like, I don't want to let go of the money. So do I really want it? So that is also, I know that some people do the 2 minute thing and walk away. They do the 24-hour rule or the 30-day rule as well. Um, but have you guys ever saved money for something and then was like, I don't even know if I want to spend the money on it now that I have the money? Right? I love that. Remember when people used to sell platters? I'm considering bringing that back. Yeah, do it. Listen, people will buy. I was just talking about this yesterday with some friends of mine. Like, people will buy anything. Somebody was selling. What was they selling? They was selling. I can't remember, sorry, what they were selling. But all I know is I was like, I can't believe they're selling that. And people was buying it. So sell it, Shonda. Sell it. Okay. Please. I retired at 50. Ooh, goals. Goals in the chat. I retired at 55 years old 15 years ago and I travel. I know you are, Rose. Yes, that's the same for my mom and her husband and my uncle, and they are living literally their best life. And I just want to be like y'all. I really do. I want to have no worries. I don't want to have any debt. I don't want to owe anybody. I just want all my money to come in and be for me and travel the world and do what I want to do. You you are blessed. Yes, you are. I can look her up to see how she does. TikTok, I love to cook. So, yes, yes. And people are always buying or needing food for something. So, absolutely. Absolutely. At times, I cannot have or keep a rule for savings because at times I catch myself overpaying because of variable expenses like food, mostly, but I run out of inventory. So I would say also, Sharon, if you can, maybe, I don't know if you do, but maybe using cash and really knowing what you need, right? So shopping your kitchen, making a list when you go grocery shopping, even if maybe going grocery shopping is not the best for you, shopping online and going to go pick up your groceries also might be a good thing for you to do. But I would definitely say cash, and or if that doesn't work, then shopping online for sure. Yes, the 2 minute suggestion is really good. LV shoes. Help me out, Cheryl. Let me see. That's Louis Vuitton shoes. But why did you put that? Oh, I think I'm late on the um on the chat. Is that what you're saving for? I think. With me, I'm still working on adulting towards savings, but I will learn. I know that I will catch up. Yes, you will learn. You will learn. Just keep at it. Don't give up. Don't stop. I promise you, you will learn. I promise you. Yes, I do have a cooking channel. I thought so. And thanks for the shout out. My pop-up shop, what I sell are my seasonings and provide service like an outdoor restaurant. Ooh, all right. Mm, that's amazing. And I pray that your seasonings is in Target and Walmart and the big food chains. like it is for others who have been able to cross over. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep sharing on your YouTube. If you have Instagram, keep sharing on your TikTok. And even if you can, I don't know if you mail your seasonings out, but start mailing it out and then getting people to do reviews and just really go ham because we got to eat. We all need to eat and we all definitely need seasonings for sure. All right, Nina, I'm unemployed for 3 years because my previous partner for 18 years decided that I focus with our baby girl. Then we split up just this year. Thank God that you do have savings for sure. Um, it's not over for you, definitely, Nina. You can create a business. You can sell your own items or your own service, or get back into the working world if that's something that you want to do. But you definitely can use your skill set and what God has blessed you with in order to bring in income to your home. You would just have to hone into what that would be for you for sure. I want to start selling my skincare products, but where I am financially isn't allowing me to move forward. I feel stuck. So, is it because you have to work? So, you're stuck financially? I would need a little bit more context there. Now I went back to crafting. And it takes my time, but I love it. Still searching for a full-time job. Hopefully, fingers crossed. God is good. And I do pray that you get a full-time job soon, and definitely before this year is up. And if you can always go on, what is it? Etsy. I don't know how it is, but look into you selling your crafting items to people, and so that you can make money. Yep. You saved 1,000 and now you don't even want to spend it. Listen, I know how it is. I know how it is. Continue to give, save, and spend. You will get there. He did it for me. Thank you so much. I wish I could heart a comment. I can't. Can I? Oh no, oh, maybe that hearted it. Yes, thank you. I will for sure. That's why I need to make some money so I can put towards retirement. Hi, Tamika. I'm not sure if you've discussed this already, but is there something that I can use for budgeting and trying to build a savings? So, currently, I am using, as it relates to budgeting, I have created my own budget book. I guess it's called Franken planned my own budget book. But I do use the budget pages from the Budget Mom, and I use the digital version so that I can print out the pages that I want. I do have a printer here at home. So I just print out those pages, and that's what I use to actually create my budget. As it relates to savings, I have created my own savings binder. And you'll be able to see my savings binder on my channel. But I'm doing 2 savings challenges. I'm starting small. I'm not doing anything all super grand because it's important that we start small, right? So sometimes I think we need to do the most when it comes to saving. And you just need to do a little, but you need to practice doing it consistently, right? Make it easy. Um and uh and I just save a little bit every month. I first started, guys, with the $5 savings challenge. That's the first savings challenge that I ever successfully did. And basically, what that was is because I am a cash user, anytime that I would spend money, I would take the $5 bill that I would receive back and I would save it. And I did it for a whole year. And I think I saved, was it, I think it was like $2,000 or something like that. I do have the video up, but I saved 4 figures just by saving my $5 bills. And sometimes we think we're going to miss that money. I never missed the money. I wasn't like, oh my God, I needed that $5 to get this or to get that. Um, I just didn't. So I would suggest that you try small, even if it's with the $1 challenge. It's the same concept. Whenever you go spend cash and you get money back, you save that $1 bill. But let's just say you don't want to use, excuse me, if you don't want to use cash, then automate your savings, right? Save $25 a paycheck, save $15 a paycheck, save $10 a paycheck. I don't care what it is, but you got to get into the habit of saving that money every single time that you get paid. So I would definitely suggest that, Tamika. Add the savings to your budget as well. Put that as a line item in your budget. Yes. And come back and tell me when you do. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Nina. Thank you. Yes, we are looking for jobs out here. Okay. Yes, the budget mom. I love her budget. Her budget, her budget by paycheck budget sheets. Um, they've just been the best that I've seen so out there on the market for me. For me. But I am creating my own, and I'm so excited about it. Can't wait to get that out to you guys. I need to get to work. All right. Don't forget, yes, everyone, please make sure that you guys like the video. I am currently on StreamYard, so I can't see what's happening on YouTube right now because I'm streaming through StreamYard. But yes, if you guys please make sure that you guys like the channel or like the video, the live, because then YouTube will spit it out to more people. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you could also, yeah, start with your change. I was also doing the coin challenge as well. I personally didn't like the coin challenge because I only didn't like it because when I went to go cash in my coins, I had to pay a fee, and I didn't like that. I didn't want to give them no money. I think I had to pay like $16 to cash in the money. And so I know that there's a way that you can do it without paying. Like you have to roll the coins up yourself and then take it to the bank. But yeah, so that's the only reason why I didn't like the coin challenge. But if you are disciplined and you can roll the money up, definitely do that as well. Do that as well. Yes. I recently cashed out $51 in coins just by saving. Yep. It's real easy. Just a little bit at a time. I'm telling you guys, it adds up. I fell off, but ready to pick my, come on, pick yourself up. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever happened in the past, it happened in the past, and it's okay. You are still breathing. And so you are able to, do what you need to do to move forward. It is okay. And don't let nobody tell you that it's not. It is okay. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad. Let's see. I save $80 and see $80 in coins whenever I'm out and about. If I saw a penny or a dime or nickel on the ground, I would pick it up and place it in my pocket. Yes, $80. Like that's a lot of money in today's world. Okay. That's a full tank of gas. So yes, my credit union has a machine. Oh, hmm. I have a credit union now. Well, I had one before, but it was so far. But I now have another credit union. So thank you for saying that. I'm going to see if I have that ability as well. It's okay. I know what you meant. I knew what you meant for sure. So let me see. I know that we're pretty much at the end. It's 6:05, and I do have another meeting. But how can you automate your budgeting productivity habit to make you never think about it again? I really did want to discuss this question, so we will discuss it a little bit. How can you automate your budgeting? Okay. I want to talk to you guys about some of the things that I have implemented to help me to pay my bills on time, which is auto pay. I love auto pay. There was a time in my life where I did not love auto pay. I hated auto pay. But the reason why I hated auto pay is because it didn't allow me to be responsible. Um, it didn't allow me to be unresponsible, if that's the word. Excuse me. It didn't allow me to just go spend my money on whatever I wanted to spend it on, and I was not properly managing my money. So why would I love auto pay if I wanted to take that money that I'm supposed to pay a bill with and go do something else with? So I love auto pay because now I also have my accounts organized in a way where I have a bill account only, and I know all of the money that's in my bill account is for bills. So I automate my bills. I don't automate my savings, but I have a habit of saving because I have my saving challenges. And what else do I automate? I think for now I automate my money going, like half of it going to my bill account and then the other half going to my mortgage account. Like that's automated. I don't have to go in and move the money over there. That's very helpful because if, let's just say, I forget or I don't do it or whatever, that's a problem. So I have automated that process. Um yeah, and pretty soon I'll have everything on auto pay. Um I will have some money being on auto pay going to savings once I can get this debt kind of taken care of. But yeah, so how do you guys automate your budgeting and your productivity habits? Productivity is important because if you're not productive as much as you can be, it might be hard for you. That's the reason why you can't, or you're finding it a little bit difficult to manage your money in a good way. So, productivity, unsubscribing from emails, turning off your notifications and mute your group chats while you're doing something. I did that. Well, I didn't do it on purpose today, but I noticed I was working and I wasn't paying attention to my phone. And I was like, oh, I need to start putting my phone in another room so that I can focus on what I'm doing. Set your phone to silent, use email filters to clear up your inbox, delete games and social media apps on your phone. Oh, I have a friend who did that. She deleted her social media apps so that she could be productive. And then finance, enroll in automatic savings plan, set up automatic bill pay, cut your cable service, and ask providers to lower your bills. That is definitely an action that you can take. So this was really good. I really love this chapter. Um, or the third law. The third law was really, really good. All right. Thank you guys. Angela says, thank you for the fantastic information. I enjoyed the live and I'm getting ready to practice my budget before I go to bed. I pray everyone have a blessed evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Auto pay for the win. Automatic savings, and I don't think about it. Yes, don't think about it. All right, Janice, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being on today. So next week, my nose just keeps on running, y'all. I am so sorry. All right. Next week, we are going to be reading the fourth law. Here we go. The fourth law, and that is make it satisfying, right? Chapters 15 through 17. I'm going to do my very best to be a little bit more engaging in the on whatever social media platform, if it's Instagram or if it's in the community board as well. So this is just talking about I think it's even also talking about like how to reward yourself and stuff. I think I had saw that in here. Having an accountability partner can change everything. So I'm really excited about these next couple of or the fourth law that we'll be reading. So make sure you guys get your reading in. If you can, just do one chapter a day, and then you'll be done by by the next live. And I'm giving myself that advice. Okay. Yes. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. It has been amazing conversation. And I will make sure that I put the questions in the community board that we're going to discuss for next week. I'm going to try my very best to make sure that I put the questions in at least a day before the actual live. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next live or the next video. Go be great, besties. Praying for you guys. Peace out.